One of the effective ways to save money and reach financial freedom is through being frugal. No, this does not mean depriving yourself of the things that you want. It means being more intentional in the things you buy and putting savings as a first priority item in your priority list. Many have tried and succeeded in this kind of lifestyle, but there are still some who are struggling to live a frugal lifestyle. If you are one of them, and you really want to live a frugal life, do not worry because Finance Aligned is here for you. In today's video, we'll talk about developing a frugal strategy and some unusual ways you can be frugal. But before we get started, if you are new here, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you can join a community where learning about finance is welcomed and encouraged. You can also click the notification bell so that we can notify you whenever we post new videos online. Now that we've got that covered, let's get straight to the video. When you want to be a frugal person, you should know how to make the most of your resources. This doesn't only apply to money, but to your food, clothing, and other things as well. Always remember that it's not about depriving yourself, but it's about making the most out of the things that you buy. For example, being frugal is not stopping yourself from buying your favorite ketchup or sauce. It is finishing up every drop of it in the bottle before even purchasing a new one. If you got used to a fancy lifestyle, you might have some difficulties converting into a frugal lifestyle. We understand how hard it is to transition from one lifestyle to another, especially when it comes to savings and finances. We want to help you by sharing to you a frugal strategy you can use. This frugal strategy will help you get more focused on your goals and even stay on track. Here are the few steps you can do to achieve it. Step 1. Determine your reason to being frugal. Who wants to do something without knowing the reason behind it? Rarely anyone, right? This is because humans are programmed to do things more effectively if they have a deep and profound reason for doing it. This means that before you even try being frugal, you should determine why you are doing it. Reasons like wanting to save money or wanting to pay debt are good enough reasons, but if you can find deeper ones, it's better. Hold on to these reasons so you won't turn back if difficulties arise. Step 2. Determine your goals. Speaking of having a reason behind being frugal, you might also find it helpful to determine your personal financial goals. For instance, you want to save a certain amount out of being frugal. This will help you track down your progress and will also help you not get tempted by impulse purchases. However, in setting your goals, always remember to be realistic and smart about it. Start from a small goal, especially when you're still starting, and increase it over time. Step 3. Audit where you are being wasteful. Budgeting is always part of being frugal and being financially literate. This means that you need to list down all your non-negotiables, expenses, income, and savings. While doing such, it's also important that you categorize each expense that you have and see which ones are very wasteful. Then cut down some of it slowly. Remember that being frugal is all about being choosy and careful with your resources, which can include money, your time, food, raw materials, and basically anything that you pay for. Step 4. Track one category at a time. Now that you've determined which category causes you to be very wasteful, go ahead and tackle them one at a time. Meaning, try to cut down expenses from these categories one at a time. Do it slowly but surely. For example, you discover that you are being very wasteful when it comes to food, so you choose that category and break it down into even smaller ones. Find out if you are being wasteful when it comes to your food at home, food at work, delivery food, takeouts, or etc. Then, try to deal with it accordingly. Step 5. Categorize your savings into different priorities. Since the frugal lifestyle can help you save, it's important that you keep track of these savings and put them under your current priorities. For example, is it for paying a certain debt? Is it to build your emergency fund? Or is it to help you pay for something? No matter which priority you pick, always remember to get your money to the bank. In this way, you're able to keep your money securely and even track it. Step 6. Repeat these steps. If you are just starting out with a frugal lifestyle, you might find it very difficult or you may have issues adjusting to it, but just be diligent and patient with your progress. Just maintain your discipline and do the mentioned steps as much as you need to. Then, you'll be surprised at how you're able to do it effortlessly next time. Now that you know the frugal strategy, it's important that you get to know the different tips of being frugal too. Some of these tips are really unusual, but trust us on this. These will surely help you live a frugal lifestyle that you want. Without further delay, let's start with the first frugal tip. Number 1. Learn to sample items. We have this idea that when we need something, we automatically have to buy it, especially when it comes to food items. However, there's actually a way of getting it without having to pay for it. This is through sampling. Instead of buying new products, you can go ahead and sample them for free. If you want us to make an in-depth video on how to sample items for free, let us know in the comments section below. Number 2. Take advantage of warranties. When you buy appliances and even other items, it usually comes with a warranty. Commonly, this is for a year or so. Make use of that. For example, if you like purchasing Tupperware, they have a replacement warranty even after several years. Look up its terms and conditions in your area, and you might benefit from that too. Number 3. Compare prices for surgeries and operations. If your operation is not an urgent one, it might benefit you to look around for options first. There are times that the same operations and surgeries cost different from one hospital to another. Some charge more while others charge less. Compare these prices and the services that come along with it and try to see which one is more worth it for you. Number 4. Do a pantry challenge. This challenge means you have to eat food coming from your pantry only. While doing this challenge, you are not allowed to order food outside, take deliveries, and even eat outside. You must do your best to cook or make food out of the existing ingredients in your pantry. You can choose the duration you want. This will help you save more and make sure that the food you have at home is consumed before it expires. Number 5. Do a 30-day no eating out challenge. After you've done the pantry challenge, you might want to try the 30-day no eating out challenge. In this challenge, you are already allowed to buy ingredients from the grocery and other items, but you are not allowed to order food from restaurants and fast food. It may be hard at first, especially that you now have to cook your own food, but it will amaze you how much money you can save from it. Plus, it's healthier too. Number 6. Do your grocery lesser. No, this doesn't mean buying less for yourself. This just means spending less time at the grocery by buying a 2 weeks worth of groceries altogether. This will help you spend less because you do not go to the grocery as often. Always remember to list down the things you need to buy too, so you do not get off track. Number 7. Sign up for birthday freebies. If your birthday is coming up, you might want to start looking out for birthday packages and freebies. You can even sign up to those that give you free items during your birthday. Number 8. Look for cheap but awesome dates. Spending time with your loved ones does not have to be very expensive. They just have to be heartfelt and intentional. Instead of investing in material things, you can invest in both of your experiences instead. You can go on the internet and you'll find a lot of suggestions on how to go on dates while you're on a budget. You do not have to go broke just to spend time with your partner. Number 9. Try negotiating your rent. If you only rent a place, try to talk to the landlord if they can give you any sort of discount. You'll be surprised at how much some landlords are willing to deduct from your monthly rent. Just do this nicely and pay your rent on time too, so you don't have to have a bad record. Number 10. Get paid to do things. We are not necessarily talking about work here, but just the mundane things that you do. Did you know that there are actually companies that will just pay you to walk, sleep, or eat? Companies that make beds and foams are actually doing their research too. This means they pay out testers who test their new products. Some of them require testers to sleep and review their items. There are also other companies who pay you to try their new stuff. Try to learn more about this and apply to them too. Those are just a few of the many things that you can do to be more frugal. Always remember that it's not about taking away, but it's more about making the most of what you already have. If you want to learn more about the frugal lifestyle, you can watch our next video as shown on the right side, Top 8 Frugal Living Tips with Big Impacts. That ends our video for today. We hope you've learned a thing or two. If you did, please like this video and leave a comment in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts, suggestions, and reactions. If you want similar videos, do not forget to subscribe to us and click the notification bell so you can get notified whenever we post new videos. Until next time, bye!